Thanks for tuning in to Movie House. I'm your host, Ron Pertee, and this month is Ape Month. Every Thursday in August, we will talk about different installments in the Planet of the Apes franchise, starting with the original starring Charlton Heston and his bear Fanny as the sole survivor of a group of astronauts that seemingly have landed on a planet where apes have evolved from men. Only to find out that things aren't what they seem in Monkey Town. Yeah. It's based on a book by Pierre Bol, which is called La Planta de Singes, which I think translates as Look at the Size of My Croissant. The film went through a ton of writers based on the original script by the Twilight Zone's Rod Serling. The reason the script went through the ringer is due to cost. It always comes down to money. You see, the original script had the apes living in a futuristic society as opposed to the Flintstones cosplay that they ended up in the final film. The film was directed by Franklin J. Schaefer, who was also known for Patton and The Boys from Brazil. Boy, do I want to make a joke about the Trumps on vacation in Brazil right before Donald was born, but I'll be a good boy. One of the names that was originally tossed around for director was Blake Edwards. You know, the Pink Panther guy. Can you picture it? Peter Sellers playing Taylor, Cornelius, Zira, Zaius, and the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. We'll be right back after this with my review of the film. In the comments of the trailer for this month's group of shows, someone schooled me on what an ape really is. So I apologize. I apologize that I'm too busy dodging Bingo's lunch being thrown at me to worry about bone structure of a monkey. People don't want to get laid anymore. Are you like me? You hate to read, but you love to get new information into your brain head? Then go to audibletrial.com/Ron Show and you can get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial. That's audibletrial.com/Ron Show and you can go ahead and, I don't know, read that with your ears. So let's get down to what I thought of this movie. Wow. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. But the problem with it is it's really super slow. It starts off incredibly slow. You don't see your first ape for a long while. I didn't check the time code while I was rewatching the movie. A lot of it is Heston and theological stuff about man and all this other stuff where they're walking through the forbidden zone and all this other kind of stuff. And you don't really see an ape per se for a long time. But when you do, it's this giant gorilla thing, and that's great. When that stuff starts happening and it picks up once you see the apes, which is, you know, the movie's called Planet of the Apes, so you figure you'd want the ape. You don't want to wait too long to get to the monkey. The ape, sorry. So, I mean, it's really slow for me. It starts off very slow. It's not my favorite in the franchise, believe it or not, despite Rod Serling, who's one of my favorite television writers, penning the original script, and his ending is still, the ending of the film is still the same ending that he wrote, so there's that. They're good enough to keep his twist, but not good enough to make it Planet of the Ape Jetsons, apparently. But, so, yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It's a great movie. It has a great, subtle kind of subplot to it about society, in a way, how one type of society is trying to keep the other one down because of a feeling of superiority. It also plays a lot into how we, as the human race, hate each other for no reason and are willing to kill each other for nothing. Nothing at all. So, definitely check it out. You can pretty much find it anywhere. In fact, you can get the Blu-ray, I think, right now, with the original one for like $8 online. So I highly suggest, if you have not seen the original Planet of the Apes, go check it out. And I know a lot of people are probably like, why are you talking about the old apes? There's a new one with like Andy Serkis, and it's so good. And it is good. And I'm going to have somebody on soon, and we're going to debate that about like the new apes versus the old apes. And I think you're going to enjoy that conversation. But in the meantime, go check out the original Planet of the Apes. We'll be back next week to talk about Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the sequel, which ultimately should have ended the franchise. And we're going to talk about Charlton Heston Light, James Franciscus, and all that kind of stuff. But until then, if you want to send me any kind of email, have it read on the show. If you have a comment, head over to moviehousewithron.com, and you can go to the contact page and just shoot me an email, and I'll either read it on the air or I'll answer it on the air. Whatever you want to do. It's awesome times here at Movie House with Ron Pertee. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/Ron Pertee, and you can help promote the show with money. Help us get bigger. Help us grow out of the little tiny ape city. We will march into the Forbidden Zone. So yeah, don't forget to tune in next week. We're going to talk about Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the sequel. And yeah, you have yourself a good week. And don't forget to feed the fish.